Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today, let's go to England and look at a craft beer from that nation. And the brewery we're going to look at is called Vocation. And Vocation is located in a place called Craigs Valley, West Yorkshire, and in the UK. And they've been going since 2015. The Rate Beer website lists 432 beers that they put out in that short period of time, which is a lot, I think. And this beer that we're going to look at is called Vocation Life Death. It is an IPA, 6.5%. Don't know the IBUs on it, but in any case, on Rate Beer, 739 ratings, and the average is 3.82, pretty high. 94 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, 97 percentile for its style, IPA. So those are pretty high ratings overall and high percentiles. Untapped, 61,102 ratings. This beer gets around. The average is a little bit lower, 3.74. And the name Life and Death, let me read from the can here. It says 3 kilos of hops and 40 kilos of barley selflessly gave their lives to make every barrel of our punchy bestseller. It's a lot to ask, but their new life as this hop-forward U.S.-style IPA makes their sacrifice worthwhile. Okay. Surrender yourself to the fruit-forward flavors with a dash of sharp citrus, followed by lingering bitterness set against a smooth, malty base. Okay, so the hops, the malt here is, let's see, we have extra pale malt, cara malt, jumbo oats, and wheat malt. And the hops are Citra BBC and Mosaic BBC. And I had to look up what the BBC means. It stands for Boston Beer Company, which we should all know as the maker of Samuel Adams beer. And I don't know if they developed the hops or if the hops were developed for them, but BBC hops are apparently finer grind and processed at sub-zero temperatures. And it seems kind of like maybe something like a cryo type of hop, so sub-zero, and the idea is to preserve the hop oil and the hop character. Some people say that, for example, cryo hops, you can get double the hop character out of hops. So, and so Citra BBC and Mosaic CBC, these are two, veteran IPA hops, and I think this one should be pretty good. The name of the brewery, Vocation. They say, a brewery is just another factory making a product. It's our people and their passion that make this our vocation. Okay, so they are devoted to the art of making beer. And I'm not sure what we're seeing here on the label. Clearly we see some kind of a snake, and I guess it's supposed to resemble a hop. I don't know, and a skull and a crow. And some kind of forest scene with the sun or the moon in the background. In any case, Life and Death. Classic IPA. Shall we try this one out? We've also had their Vocations crush our pale ale, hazy pale ale, and it was quite good. Okay, so this one there's some haze here too. Quite a bit of haze. You see the carbonation? Carbonation is rising up pretty fast and furious. About a half a finger of thin, foamy white head. Okay. Definitely I get the Citra out of this for sure. And the Mosaic is in the background too. They're saying this is a classic IPA. I don't think it is. a classic West Coast IPA, but I guess the modern iteration of that. So Citra and Mosaic come together and make a kind of weedy, farty sort of nose. And by weed, I mean the the one that people smoke and before it's smoked, and but kind of maybe like decomposing sort of thing as well from that, like lawn clippings or something like that, with a citrus edge too as well. Okay. Oh, this starts out fresh and fruity, citrusy. The hops take a big jump in mid palate, and I'm getting some tanginess now. And there are light bitter tracks, not heavy ones, but light bitter tracks. I wish I knew the IBUs in this. I'm going to guess something like 50, but I really don't know. This is pleasant. It does take a nice kind of turn of change, flavor changes throughout the palate. Yeah, pleasant. Kind of edging towards hazy flavors, hazy juiciness, but it still retains its definitely its IPA character. I think more kind of maybe in between a hazy and a classic sort of IPA, I guess. Nice. I think they did a good job. I like their pale ale, or their hazy pale ale, a little better than this, but 3.82 on rate beer. I would think maybe as an overall rating, maybe 3.6, something like that. Not too much higher. It is pleasant, very drinkable. Yeah, so go out and find this one if you can. It is imported into Japan. I should be able to read the company that is importing it. Whiskey. There's a company called Whisk-E that has imported a lot of beers, and especially UK beers, in fact. Yeah, so Whiskey company. Yeah, so try to find this if you can. I think a large department store, liquor shop. If you check out the basement area of a big department store, you might find this one in the liquor shop area, the wine, whiskey area, and that sort of thing. So give it a go. Again, it's called Vocation Life and Death. It's an IPA at 6.5% out of England. That's it for today. Hope you're doing well. It's starting to warm up here. We're into what is called the rainy season here in Japan. I guess the comparable term would be monsoon in South Asia, and generally a couple-week period of rain. We've had some rain, but not a lot. The farmers depend on it, so it's not a very terribly pleasant season. And right after that, right after the rainy season, the sun comes out and the ground just steams, for a day or two, and then summer is really going full steam ahead. Anyway, that's enough for now. Take care. Send me a comment. Subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.